10% of the tribal cultivators, which accounts for minimum 3 million tribal cultivators, which accounts for 3 million people who were in the primary sector of the Indian economy, have quitted the agriculture, and simultaneously we can see the 9% increase in agri laborers, or that means agriculture laborers. So we can understand that every aspect is distress induced. Like they are, it's not that they are like happily quitting the agriculture. They are quitting because due to their displacement, they are rehabilitated in such a places where their resource availability is minimum. Irrigation facility is tends to zero, and that is why they are quitting agriculture, and they are forced to migrate in such a places where might be their monetary needs are fulfilled, but the human development scenario, the life expectancy scenario are not fulfilled. So we can understand how we are lacking to provide our assistance to the tribal people. So why they are being displaced from their natural habitats? Because some of our so-called progressive policymakers thinks that macro level irrigation project or macro level dam, macro level industrialization will help them to get their jobs, but due to their unskilled possessing of knowledge, so they cannot survive in those sectors as workers because they are unskilled. So they are forced to leave the places they belong. So this is the case. So far I have discussed about the problems. The problems in the way of sustainable tribal development or tribal development as a whole. Now I will try to suggest some technological interventions that would help us to give our assistance in their sustainable development. Remember one thing, we have to remember one thing very clearly, that the status that we are developed, they are not developed or underdeveloped, it is just a perception. It is just a stereotype. So we never think that they are underdeveloped. We always think they are developed in their own way. All we can do is offer our assistance and wait until they accept it. So I will start talking about the technological interventions by talking about the renewable energies. We all know that solar light is easily available in every place. So solar energy, solar lights, solar cooking technology, solar cooling technology, solar dryer, micro level hydroelectric programs where minimum flow is required to produce energy. In the micro level hydroelectric power programs, minimum flow is required. It's not that the big flow is required, minimum flow is required. So it can easily be availed by the tribal people and it will be sustainable too. And another thing, biomass production with the help of agriculture waste, cow dung or anything, forest waste or etc. Also windmills. We know that the kinetic energy of wind can be transferred into any mechanical energy we want, and that would be sustainable too. So if the government help installing all these renewable energy resources in the tribal dominated areas, then it will be as well as environmental friendly and also a sustainable intervention for development or for assisting development for the tribal people. Another technological intervention, what? And that is information communication technology. We all need to be aware that information communication technology is a very much potential technological intervention that could actually enable the tribal people and help them expanding, empowering and enablement. So these are the three words: enablement, expansion and empowerment. All these three aspects can be availed by the information communication technology. Also, we all know that climate change is a major constraint in the agriculture sector as a whole. So just think that tribal people who are not that much technology friendly are how much they find it troublesome to track the weather reports, because they do. So it's just that they do not say, with the help of information information communication technology, they can be able to track the weather. They can use GIS, geoinformatics system, for resource mapping or for irrigation purposes. Also, the state of Jharkhand in 2009 have introduced a drip irrigation prototype, and it was because to help the less resourceful farmers with irrigation facilities by the government intervention. But do you know that this project was become so popular that even United Nations Development Program helped and get the partnership with Jharkhand government to intensify the assistance for the tribal people. So we can understand that all these kind of technological interventions, if implemented sustainably, then it would be as well as the environment friendly, and it will be also be helpful for the tribal people to continue their sustainable tribal development. So, and another example, and I will conclude it by saying that, you know, the ownership simply does not